Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for this opportunity. It's an honor to be here. My name is Wini Fitrina Sofyan as the first author and Wati as co-author. Would like to present our article with the title of Needs Analysis of Nursing Students in Online English Learning. What is a needs analysis? Student needs refers to wants, desires, demands, expectations, motivations, lacks, constraints, and requirements. And also, the needs refers to linguistic deficiencies that describe the difference between what the learner can do and what should be able to do. Indeed, needs are not always obvious. Why does needs analysis of online English learning significantly important? The learning system in Indonesia has changed massively due to the global pandemic of COVID-19, as we know that. The alterations from traditional classroom to online classroom forcibly changed the basic aspects of student situations and needs. Online learning reforms the benefits and drawbacks. For example, students are forced to stay at home, need to adapt their study habits, and face technological challenges at the same time. How to do a valid and reliable needs analysis? First, the analyst must know what is meant by needs. The analyst needs to consider what factors influence students' needs. Third, the analyst must interpret the student's conditions because needs are not as simple as they may appear, and needs are highly variable depending on particular situation. The last one, it is important to separate the needs into categories to simplify data analysis and make them meaningful. So, what the aims of this study? Of course, to find out the students' needs and especially the requirements for online English learning at the regional area, which the results can be utilized by local governments, stakeholders, schools, lecturers, and administrators in determining what treatments and services are appropriate for online English learning. The study can be used as an evaluation of implementations of the syllabus on oath and as a parameter of whether its implementation has met the needs of students or not. So, the colleges with similar conditions can make the best decisions to meet their students' needs for online English learning based on their capacity. We have the method now. The approach of our study is a quantitative descriptive study. The population, all the students in a health institute that located in Majalengka district, West Java, Indonesia, and the characteristic of our population were first, the students are not very diverse. Most of students are local resident, namely Sundanese. The strong influence of Islam and local wisdom, and the majority of parents' profession are agrarian. The sample of our study were 85 sophomore students of nursing bachelor program that consisting 67 women and 18 men. The data analysis, we used the percentage technique. The instrument, we used the closed questionnaire that adapted from Lee and Richard, and the questionnaires have been distributed to the participants before the semester began. The questionnaires were divided into 6 categories. First, the current situation. Second, the prior knowledge. Third, the learning difficulties. Fourth, the motivation. Fifth, the perceptions. And the last one, the students' expectations on online English learning. The result and discussions. The students' current conditions. It shows that the students need more supports to facilitate internet networks and online learning devices, as 52 students or 61% of students feels that learning facility have an influence on student performance during learning and have a significant impact on learning output because they face technological challenges. It also stated by Tran et al. And it also supported by Warner et al., Miller, Hogan, and Leroux and Conley. The second, the skills and prior knowledge. It shows that numerous students tremendously needs to develop their vocabulary, structures, and for basic skills. We see that 66 students or 76% of students needs to manage appropriate English online learning strategies in transferring materials, as Green et al. State that prior knowledge and intelligence are related to independent learning and performance hypermedia learning environments. And Lee and Richards state that prior knowledge is very important to be analyzed by lecturers in knowing students' internal conditions. Third, the learning difficulties. It describes that many students need assistance in finding their online learning style. That we can see 45 students or 52% of students feel that the distance learning it situated them in diverse behaviors such as study hours, learning preparation, learning strategies, and learning outcomes. It also stated by Hesio et al., Tran et al., and Reza et al. Fourth, the motivation. Many students need strong initiation to find their online learning motives, which we can see 53 students or 62% of students need more motivation. As Sporsky say that more motivation a learner has, the more time he will spend to be eager to learn. One of internal motivations is they need to master English as a lingua franca in this digital world. Five, the perception. They need strong encouragement to enlarge their perception in an online classroom setting. 51 students or achieve 60% students could do feedback exchange, share knowledge, and build virtual communities, but they refuse to turn on their cameras and voices. Therefore, students explicitly require strong encouragement to boost their positive perceptions in online classroom setting. The last one, the expectation. Almost all students need online learning methods that are more varied and interesting. We can see that 83 students or almost 100%, which is 98 students, 98%, they expect the learning is not dominated by lecturer presentations. As Grapat et al., Liu, Lugna, Illing, and Hadler and Zurner focus on students' expectation on their lecturers and to find gaps among students and lecturer views, current conditions, and community requirements in order to formulate the proper syllabus. So, we go to the conclusion. The conclusion from this study is the learning system in Indonesia has vastly changed due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. The transformations from the traditional classroom to the online classroom creates distinctive forms of advantages and drawbacks. And undoubtedly, this situation exchanges basic aspects of students' needs. The study reveals 6 categories of student needs in which they are all interrelated. Thus, all of them must be emphasized by the lecturers. If only the lecturer examines all aspects, the student's needs will be completely fulfilled. So, I think that's all for our presentation, and this is the references that we use. Thank you for the attention. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.